Well, welcome to SAIT. You have, or maybe you're getting ready to come to SAIT and come to Canada. And your country is probably a very warm country, warm climate. Maybe you've never even seen snow before. I'd like to explain to you about how to dress for winter in Calgary and generally in Canada. But Calgary is a little bit different from some parts in Canada. My name is Daniel Love. I'm an instructor at SAIT in the English Language Foundations Department. And I know you're excited about coming to SAIT, but I'd like to just give you a few tips to help you with dressing appropriately for the cold Canadian winter. Now in Canada, winter season usually starts around the middle or the end of October, and it goes all the way until about March or April. So it is quite a long winter season. Now don't be too scared. It isn't 40 below every day. Usually it'll be maybe 40 below maybe just once. And sometimes in some winter seasons we don't even get to 40 below. But on average it'll at least get down to probably minus 20 just for a few days. So again, nothing to be scared of because many people have been living in Canada for hundreds and hundreds of years. And they have survived the winters in Canada. But I'd like to give you some tips to help you to survive with living here in this climate. So the first secret about dressing in Canada, especially when you are, say, waiting for a bus to come. Now in Canada, it's maybe different from your country, especially if you're a very populated country. You may have a bus every 5 minutes. However, in Canada, the bus may come maybe during rush hour, maybe every 20 minutes, 15 minutes. But if you're not during the rush hour, you might be standing outside in the cold for 20, 30, 40 minutes. And if it's minus 20 below and you're standing in the cold, it'll be very, very uncomfortable. So I'd like to give some really important tips to how to dress for the Canadian winter. The first secret is the following. And this is called long johns. This is the biggest secret. Many times you see people just dressed in their pants, but underneath their pants they have long johns. And if you go shopping at any clothing store, you'll be able to find these. We also call these just long underwear. And part of the long johns is it's a set. You have the bottom part, and then you have like the undershirt. And sometimes you can even get long johns that are all one piece. But the one-piece ones are a little bit uncomfortable, especially if you have to go to the washroom. So I would suggest get long johns like the ones I just showed you. So they're long johns and long underwear. And of course, an undershirt. And it's very good in Canada to dress in layers. And usually it's about 3 layers. The first layer next to your body should be cotton, because cotton absorbs the sweat. And then the next layer would be wool, and that keeps you warm. And then if you're wearing like a windbreaker jacket to prevent the wind from getting you, then that's probably the best way to dress. Of course, related with the long johns is you need some good socks. Now these are wool socks, but again, I wouldn't wear wool socks unless it's below minus 20. If it's above minus 20, like minus 10, then your feet start sweating and is very uncomfortable. So just regular cotton socks would be good. But if it's below minus 20, I would suggest getting wool socks. Then, of course, the next layer would be having flannel pants. And where did I put them? Okay, here we go. And flannel pants can go over on top of your regular pants. And this way you got 2 layers. Maybe you have your long johns and you have pants. Then you have your flannel pants on top. And this is very good for especially, maybe minus 10 to minus 15 or so. And then you'll be very, very warm, even when you're waiting for quite a few minutes for the bus. And then, of course, you need a good sweater. And this is a good wool sweater. Just one example. Another type of sweater is we call a cardigan. And it has buttons on the top. But both will keep you nice and comfy. Another one is a vest. Now I'm going to show you 3 types of vests. You don't have to go into all of them, but I find having a certain type of vest for certain weather conditions is really essential to know, but you don't necessarily have to have all three. But I'd like to show you all three of them. This vest is quite light, and as you see, it's quite thin. This one is sheepskin lined. However, you can just get a vest that is not even layered at all. And that way it just keeps a bit of the body heat in. And then here's another one. I actually got this in Western China, and this has got really thick sheepskin, and this will just keep you toasty warm. -40, you'll be great. And one more vest. This is a down-filled vest. I have a down-filled, let's see, I forgot to write it down. Down-filled, goose down jacket, and this is a goose down vest. Again, any three of those types of vests would be very good to help you to keep warm, especially when you're waiting a long time outside. Then the next secret is snow pants. Now, I don't know if you can see this in the dark there, but snow pants they also call them ski pants. So if you get ski pants, snow pants, it'll help you keep warm, well, especially when it's 40 below. Usually if people are skiing, they will wear these. But again, it's very good when it's -20 or -30, having those ski pants. Then the next thing would be gloves. Now, gloves are good. However, with gloves, your fingers are separated. And when it's -20, -30, -40, even your fingers will get really, really cold. So I would suggest if it's -10, these would be very good. But if it's any below -20, then you need some mittens to help you keep warm. Because what happens is, with mittens, your fingers are close together and they keep each other warm. And mittens are the best. Okay. But gloves will do if it's maybe -10, -15, you're good with gloves. And then the next important thing is a scarf. And I guess there's different colors of scarves, colors made out of flannel, made out of wool. And a scarf is really important because what happens is you keep it around your neck, and this keeps the cold air from getting in through your jacket. Because this part of your jacket would be open, and if you wear the scarf, it'll keep that cold air from getting inside. Also, especially if you lose your hat or something, you can even use your scarf to cover your ears if you lose your hat or something like that. A scarf can be very useful. And again, if your friend fell into the ice, you can use it as a rope to pull them back in. But hopefully you don't have to do such a thing as that. Next thing, we have hats. Again, this is called a toque. And this is actually it's a French word. And this toque we just put over your head and keeps your ears nice and warm. And this is good, I guess, between about -10, -20. But I find when it's below -20, you need something a little bit more stronger. And this type of hat covers your ears, and you can just wrap it right around your cheek, and it keeps you very, very warm. One thing I forgot to mention about a scarf is when it's really, really, really cold, you can even use it to cover your face. Because when it's a blistering cold and a cold wind, this will really help protect you a lot. And then we have boots. And these boots are felt lined, and this is good till -45, -50. These will really, really keep you. But again, as I said, you might just get 1 or 2 days of the winter where it's that cold. So again, don't get scared. But it's good to have those type of boots when it's really, really cold, especially if you're out hiking or out in a long time waiting for a bus. Those type of boots are good. But most people in Calgary would have boots similar to this, but make sure it has a very good grip, because when it's icy, you could slip it. So make sure your boots have a good grip, and these are lined boots. And these are good till also about -20, -25. And then the last thing you'll need, of course, is a winter coat. And there's many different types of winter jackets. Goose down jacket is probably the best. And basically it's goose feathers inside. Now this jacket that I have here is not goose filled, but it's good till about -15. But the best is a goose down jacket. And it's just like wearing a blanket while you're outside in the minus 40 weather. And if you wear this and all the things that I've been suggesting, you'll be very comfortable. So again, don't be scared of Canadian winters. Many people have been living here in Canada and enjoying the winter. You can have many winter sports, but these little secrets will help you to have a very comfortable time living here in Calgary and in Canada. So I wish you all the best. Again, prepare yourself. Some of these things you might be able to buy in your country, but when you come here, you can buy them here. And even though you might not use all of these clothes because maybe it didn't get down to minus 30 or 40, it's still useful to have because someday it will be that cold. So anyways, enjoy your time coming to Canada, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.